Hello students, welcome to Sentinel online classes. Students, we are working from home. So beta, till now we have completed the concept of fundamental principle of counting and permutation. We all know about that. Now we'll start the combination. So okay, first of all we'll understand what is combination. So if you remember in the first video I have told you that combination means simply the selection. Okay. So first of all we'll see that what selection means and how we do that and how it is different from the permutation. First of all, we will represent combination by the NCR. Okay. Likewise, the permutation we are representing by NTR. The meaning was it that arrangement of R objects at a time from N objects. Similarly, the meaning of combination over here is selection of R objects at a time from N objects. Okay. But now, how it is different from the permutation? We'll see with an example. Suppose we have three people X, Y, and Z, and I have to make a badminton team, taking two people at a time. So beta, I can take X, Y, Y, Z, and X, Z. Okay, these are three different pair. So what I have done over here till now, I have just selected. I have selected XY from XYZ. I have selected YZ from XYZ, and I have selected XZ from XYZ. As we can see that these are the three different pairs. These are three different teams. These are three different selections. Now, this is selection only, but we have to see is there arrangement possible. Beta, if I write no, I won't choose team XY, I will choose team YX. I will choose team ZY. I will choose team ZX. So does it make any sense that XY and YX are different? Is it? Like here student is Kamal, here is Mohit. So Kamal and Mohit are together. I say that Kamal and Mohit are in my team, or Mohit and Kamal are in my team. So is there any difference? Basically, I have Mohit and Kamal in my team. So there is no difference. So such cases where arrangement doesn't matter, where simply the core need of the question is selection, there we use the concept of combination. There we use the concept of combination. There would be questions like in the miscellaneous exercises where you have to use both the selection and the permutation. So in that question we have to use both permutation and combination. But till now we have to use solely the concept of combination. I hope I'm clear. I'm just repeating again. Where arrangement doesn't matter, we don't require requirement arrangement. There we will use the combination. And the keywords you will find that you have to use combination. That word would be selection. You will find the word selection in the question in itself. Okay. And the second thing, which is all very conceptual, that if arrangement doesn't require, if arrangement does not require, then we will use the combination. Okay. So now we will look at the formula of combination. Please pause the video, note it down. Now the formula for the combination is NCR, that is n factorial upon n minus r factorial. Till here it is similar to the NPR, but in NCR we multiply by r factor as well, dot r factor. So this is the formula for NCR. Meaning of it is selection of r objects at a time from n objects. Okay students, so now we will look at the exercise. Simple questions like the permutation. There is no difficulty to solve such questions, but you have to spend time on the logical part. Okay, so now we are going to start the exercise 7.4, and the first question is if NC8 equals to NC2, then find NC2. We have to find the value of NC2. Okay, so now we will apply the formula. So there are two ways to solve it. Okay, the first one is the formula of NC8, that would be n factorial upon n minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial equals to n factorial upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Okay, and here I have to write a result that NCR is equals to NCN minus R. Okay, NCR, the value of NCR will always be equal to a value of NCN minus R. Okay, so now we will look how important this inequality is. So that would be 1 upon n minus 8 into 8 factorial into n factorial upon n, sorry, 1 upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. So now here I have told you the key rule that we have to open the bigger factorial into the form of the smaller factorial. So as you can see that I have to do a havoc of complications are over there. 9 minus 8, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 6, 9 minus 5, 9 minus 4, 9 minus 3 and 9 minus 2 factorial into 8, 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial equals to 1 upon n minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. But that would be a very complex, full of very complexities. Okay, that would be n 2 factorial. So is it possible to solve such a big equation? It won't be easy for us. So this way it could be solved, but it will take a much longer time. So there should be a shortcut. So we can use this inequality to cut it very short. Okay. So this is the lengthy method. We cannot solve by this because it's very time consuming. If you have enough time, you can go for it. Okay. Otherwise, we will use this inequality. So I will just solve it by this inequality. With NC8 equals to NCT2. So NC8 equals to, can I see that NCN minus 2? Because NCR equals to NCN minus R. And another thing, if NCA equals to NCB, then A equals to B. Okay. Now, so from here, N minus 2 would be equals to 8, N would be equals to 10. So we have find the value of 10. Now what we have to find? We have to find NC2. So hence NC2 would be equals to 10C2. So 10 factorial upon 2 factorial into 8 factorial. So now here 10 into 9 into 8 factorial upon 2 into 8 factorial. That would be cancelled out. 5 times 45. So the value of NC2 is 45 answer. I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down. Now to look at the question number second's first part. There are two parts. Second part will you solve, okay? And similar to the first part. This is 2nC3 is 2nC3 equals to 12 is to 1. So 2nC3 upon nC3 equals to 12 upon 1. So now simply open the formula of NCR. So that would be 2n factorial upon 3 factorial 2n minus 3 factorial upon formula of NC3 n factorial upon 3 factorial into n minus 3 factorial. Okay students, equals to 12. So now 3 factorial would be cancelled out. So it would be 2n factorial into n minus 3 factorial upon n factorial into 2n minus 3 factorial. Okay students, that is equals to 12. Now we will open the bigger factorial into the form of smaller factorial. So in the numerator I have 2n factorial, in the denominator 2n minus 3. So I will open 2n factorial and in denominator I will open the n factorial. So 2n factorial would be, it would be 2n into 2n minus 1 into 2n minus 2 into 2n minus 3 factorial. Okay, and then n minus 3 factorial upon, here I will open the n factorial, so that would be n minus 1, n minus 2 and n minus 3 factorial into 2n minus 3 factorial. That is equals to 12 upon 1. So what will be cancelled out? Will cancel. So 2n minus 3 factorial and 2n minus 3 will cancel out, and n minus 3 factorial, n minus 3 factorial, and here this n and n will be cancelled out. So we have 2 into 2n minus 1, and here 2n minus 2, so we will take 2 as a common, so that would be n minus 1 upon n minus 1 into n minus 2 equals to 12 upon 1. So from here n minus 1 will be also cancelled out, so we will have 2 to the 4, so 4 2n minus 1 equals to 12 n minus 2. I have this cross multiply, so it would be 8n minus 4 equals to 12n minus 24. So 12 minus 8, 4n equals to 20 minus 4, that would be 20, sorry, 20 minus, so that would be 4, 5 then. So n equals to 5. So this is the value of n. So in the similar way you can solve the second part of question number 2. Okay, I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down. But now look at the question number 3. In question number 3 we have how many chords can be drawn through 21 points on a circle. So we have 21 points on a circle and we have to count that how many chords we can draw. But to drawing a chord, what we need simply 2 points, end point and the starting point. So through 2 points I can draw a chord. Okay. So now beta I have 21 total, I have 21 points and I need 2 points at a time. I need 2 points at a time. But here the question is, I have to use 21 P2 or I have to use 21 C2. So now look at it. Suppose first of all we select any 2 points out of 21, so we can draw a chord. Beta, this is point A and this is point B. So the chord from point A to B, so this is the chord AB, and I have said the chord BA. Are these two be different? Chord AB and chord BA, are these two chords are different? No, their length would be same, doesn't matter I call it AB or BA. So here arrangement doesn't matter. So what we have to use? We have to use selection only. So the number of chords, that would be equals to 21 C2. Out of 21 points I can select any 2 points and I have a chord. So in 21 C2 different ways we can have different chords. So that would be 21 factorial upon 2 factorial into 21 minus 2, 19 factorial. So that would be 21 into 20 into 19 factorial upon 2 into 19. So that would be, so 210 chords I can draw through the help of 21 points on a circle. I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down.